Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Noon with Natalie. My name is Natalie Mayotte, and I am here with the lovely Catherine Ta. It is Ta, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Oh, I got it right. That's so important for me to get the name right. She's a business automation boss, and I'm so happy to have you here. Before I get to some first questions, I want to tell the audience a little bit about you. Lovely bio. So Catherine specializes in providing automation solutions for businesses to grow their audience at the same time and giving them back more time for income producing activities or family time. And I think that's where you sort of nabbed me, because family time is so scarce sometimes. So she was previously a competitive athlete and competed in the world's cheerleading competition in 2019. Being a mom, athlete, wife, entrepreneur, she had to keep it all together by creating a system to help her in the business, in her business as a realtor. That's where the automation started, and now she offers a service to other businesses to provide them with the same time-saving and lead-generating tools she uses for her own business. I love your motto: work smarter and not harder. I'd like to go big or go home. A motto myself. But
that's great too.
I'm sort of fascinated with this idea of automation and how can you incorporate that into your business?
Well, obviously I did many things and time was a huge concern. So I had to figure out a way to duplicate myself, right? Because
yes.
I have to say I was a perfectionist, because I'm a recovering perfectionist right now. Everything had to be perfect. So, it was hard for me to be able to find somebody that was meticulous and, worked exactly the way I did. Right. So to me, automation was the only way to go.
Okay.
So being a realtor, I never know what my schedule is. So at the same time, I do have a lot of help. So I'm not afraid to ask for help. So that's one of the most important things I think as a female entrepreneur is ask for help.
Yes.
And then automation, being able to duplicate myself, being able to do things while I'm not there was important. So the first thing that I started using in my business in terms of automation was a messenger chat bot.
Okay.
So basically when I do ads, obviously there's going to generate traffic, leads, people with questions. So I would just make sure that I've got all the common questions previously answered or templated. And so, for real estate, some common questions are, what's the address? What's the price? Does it have this or whatever, right? So I kind of have that templated so that when people click learn more to ask for information, I've got all that in there. And then letting them know, hey, are you a buyer or are you seller? Ask questions. And then, because we're in a world where people need instant gratification, right? So if you are not available because you're doing another activity, you're doing a Zoom call, you're in a meeting, whatever, right? People need access to information now, because if you don't give it to them now, they're going to go next.
They're going to move on. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I've got this automation system where it gives them that information. And if for some reason it's not there, I can also utilize keywords. So I don't know. I have some examples, just to create what can happen inside of this, right? So if they, there's a keyword, say banana, I've got a sequence for banana.
Okay. Right? Okay. So somebody's listening to this now, and I'm trying to sort of put the map together and what it looks like. Is it in the back end, you would set this up ahead of time for the business owner you would help them set it up in the back end so that when the questions do come in, they're able to get answered. Okay.
So it's basically like a funnel, right? It's
Okay. Yeah.
pre-qualifying your leads. It's a mini funnel, without having to create websites. It's so much easier than creating like a bunch of landing pages, right? Because that takes so much
Yes.
time. There's coding and all that stuff. Like there's no coding.
No.
It's so much easier. It basically is basically a replacement for websites, right? Obviously, you still want to have a website because ultimately, at the end of the day, they want to be able to research you or whatever it is you do. But if your business is constantly changing, or you have offers that's changing all the time, new offers, this is a great way to do it because you can just change a little part of the sequence and reuse it or whatever, right?
Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so some of the viewers heard that you're a realtor. So really this not innovation, because obviously not new, but you went down this path because really when the pandemic hit, you had to pivot.
I did have to pivot because we were out of work for about 3 months, I think, because nobody
Yeah.
wanted to sell because we didn't want anybody in our homes. We had no idea what this thing is, but everything was shut down. So, there's no showings, there's no buying, there's no selling. So I'm like, okay, what the heck do I do? That's my income. That's my lifeline, right? Like we were considered essential, but if nobody is selling,
No,
we don't have a business, right? So that's
absolutely.
when I started going, okay, well, I'm good at creating automations. What can I do in this world here, right? In this business world. Um, so I started looking at other options, other automation tools that I could use in my business. And if I can use
Okay.
it in my business, then other people can also use it. And so I started offering a service to build chatbots. I also do digital business cards, as well as teaching people how to generate leads using their Facebook personal page.
Okay. And when you say digital business card, like, are you designing a business card that you're sending to people? What does that look like?
Okay, so what it is, have you heard of Linktree?
I have not.
Okay, so
Linktree.
Linktree and Bitly, have you heard of Bitly?
Oh yeah, Bitly, of course. Yeah.
Okay, okay, so Bitly is a URL shortener,
Yeah.
and Linktree is basically one link that it's basically like a website, and that gives you links to all your social media, your websites, whatever,
Oh,
right?
okay. Okay.
So this, what I provide is called Elm Link, and what it is Linktree, Bitly, and they made a baby and made it more powerful. That's basically what it is. It's those two products on steroids.
Okay.
So, if you use Linktree, and a lot of people do, you'll notice that you're very, very limited in what you can do.
Okay.
So you basically have your profile picture and then your links. That's it.
Okay.
So with my digital business card, I can customize that the profile. I can customize the background. Your business card can basically be turned into a funnel.
Okay.
So it's just, and again, no coding, right?
No
I'm
coding.
a fan of no coding because I'm like,
Well,
as much as I feel like I'm a nerd, I'm not that much of a nerd.
well, I think it's fair to say that in like you, there are a lot of moms that are busy. Do you mainly work with women?
Not really,
Not
because
really.
like
No.
in
Okay.
real estate, half my contacts are men,
Yeah.
right?
But men or women, but I say women only because we seem to wear many more hats than men do in general. I
Yeah,
don't want to, I don't want to generalize. However, we do wear multiple hats. And I know that sometimes it just gets tedious. And if there's a system that's easy and seems to have multiple benefits for your business, it seems like a no-brainer to me.
For
So
sure.
if somebody's listening right now and you want to know more, you want to get in touch with Catherine, how do we reach you? What's the best way? What link are we using to reach you?
Okay, so I have one link, and that basically you can go in there and you can download my contact information through the V card in that link. And that is
Perfect.
elmlink.co/Catherine Ta.
Perfect. So what we'll do is I'll get that from you and I'm going to add it to the bio when I create the post. And that way we'll make sure that everybody can just go and click on it, and then it'll be a clickable link so that they can reach you directly. That's great. So if you had like one thing you wanted to share, one, piece of advice or something that somebody can walk away with today, what would you want to share?
Oh gosh, there's so much. Like,
Okay, pick
on,
two.
be consistent, duplicate yourself in terms of automation, and surround yourself with people that are motivated, because that's what's going to keep you going. Yeah,
Oh,
and those are the best
100%.
people to help you grow as well. So I've connected with a lot of people this past year, and just stealing tips from them, also providing them with tips, and everybody just kind of works together and helping each other grow, and it just makes life and business so much easier. So connect
100,
yourself with
yes,
like-minded people.
absolutely. I think that the communities have been grown on, especially online, through the pandemic, and I've interviewed people not just before you that also have pivoted this idea of I was somewhere and now I need to do something different, or I need to have that side, I hate to say hustle, but that side alignment to continue moving forward in my business. And I think that I mentioned before when we started, just before we started recording, we made a big change in our life this year and we had to completely realign. So though I have been a speaking coach, and I still will not, I haven't let go of it yet. Really putting more focus on that idea of video content and how you can show up in your business on video, and that doesn't come easy. You did a great job today. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
being with me. Once again, my name is Natalie. This is Noon with Natalie, another episode of Noon with Natalie. As we used to say when I cruised for many years, whatever you choose to do today, have a great day. Thanks, Catherine, for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay,
Bye.
bye, everybody.